We're just not broke. And do you know the surest way to go broke? Keep getting an increasing share of a shrinking market. Down the tubes. Slow but sure.
How's it going out there, everyone? This is W.F.S. And today, we definitely have something to talk about here. That clip I just played from one of my favorite Danny DeVito movies, Other People's Money, basically, in my opinion, describes the situation that we see happening in Star Trek. How do you go broke? Keep getting increasing shares of a shrinking market. Well, I don't know of any other market that's shrinking more than Star Trek, perhaps Star Wars. But when you have a franchise that the fans are completely rejecting because of the agenda that's being shoved down their throats. And finally, on the next series to come along is so bad, so filled with political correctness that the audience absolutely rejects it. I mean, come on, roughly about 40,000 people per episode watched Starfleet Academy. 400,000 in grand total for 10 episodes, and that is a disaster.
The NAACP, the goal is not really to promote Star Trek, but to promote these organizations and to use our platform to be able to bring greater awareness to these very, very important messages. And
so what does IDW do? They come out with a Star Trek Pride comic book. You are getting an increasing share of a shrinking market because the majority of the fans have walked away from this because it is not Star Trek anymore. It is exactly what Alec Kurtzman has done. He has turned Star Trek into a platform to promote these messages, and that is not what Gene Roddenberry wanted. He wanted an inclusive series, yes, but he didn't want what you guys are doing, and what you are doing is absolutely turning it into a complete train wreck.
Destruct sequence completed and engaged. Awaiting final code for 1 minute countdown.
Code 0, 0, 0. Destruct. 0.
Destruct sequence is activated.
They've just come out with a Star Trek Pride comic book. Are you kidding me? Really? Is this what we're being reduced to here? Star Trek? A Pride comic book for Star Trek? Well, I guess it doesn't surprise me, considering that that's what Alec Kurtzman wanted to do in the first place. Starfleet Academy was canceled. Alec Kurtzman has been told that his time at Star Trek is over because the numbers aren't there anymore. The audience has run away, and yet IDW comes out with a Star Trek Pride comic. Some of the very things that made people turn away from Star Trek because they're sick and tired of the message. They're sick and tired of all of this nonsense. They want their simple science fiction. And by IDW injecting this comic, could this possibly be the final destruct sequence that has been activated? Maybe this is the trigger that finally destroys Star Trek. I mean, think about it. The new owners of Paramount have decided that current Star Trek in its current form is not working, and they have to shut it down in order to reset it and try and bring the fans back. But with stuff like this continue to be popped out, I'm not sure if it's possible to save Star Trek, because all that this is doing is continuously dividing up the fan base rather than uniting it. I mean, seriously, look at this. This is ridiculous, okay? Star Trek is supposed to be about space exploration, dealing with other races, but instead what we get here is just wrong. It's wrong. And no, I'm not talking about it wrong because there are gay characters or anything like that. No. Star Trek was never meant to be specifically devoted to one group of people, which seems to be the main focus of modern day Star Trek storytelling. It is absolutely ridiculous what's happening here. As long as this continues to happen, as long as Paramount and the new owners over there allow these outside sources who probably have contracts to do it, but as long as they allow them to create Star Trek in this way and not wrap it back around to the universe and to the way Paramount needs it to be, then Star Trek's going to die. It really is, because people are walking away from it. It's time for Paramount to put their foot down and tell all these storytellers out there, knock it off. The people have had it. It's wrong to keep shoving stuff down their throats that no one wants. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. So please drop those comments below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.